Hi, this is Eric Martin with BoardGameGeek. I'm here with designer Bruno Cathala, and we're going to be looking at a prototype. This is final artwork, but not finished components, for Forberries, which is going to be released in English under the name Histrio from Bombix.
Exactly.
And this is a co-design with Christian Martinez, and I was hoping you could give an overview of how to play. I know we're in the theater, and we're trying to put on a performance, but we don't know what.
So, it's a 2 to 5 player game. Each of us, during 2 seasons, we try to create a theater group to make a performance at the end of each season, which will be the best one for the king. And at this time, we don't know if the king wants a comedy or a tragedy. And during the game, we will recreate some actors. You have comedians in yellow, like this. You have also tragedians, and you have also some saltimbanques. I don't know the word.
They can. Oh, special actors? Are they?
Yeah, they make art in the streets.
Street performer.
Street performers. Okay, you can recruit them, which give you special abilities. Okay, and during this way, the humor of the king will change, and this humor is represented by that.
By the scale here.
The more he wants a comedy, the more this goes in that side, the more he wants a tragedy, etc. And at the end, you will get money depending on how you are connected to the king's humor. So now I will explain you how it works. First thing I want, imagine we have that here, it's not important. First, these are not final components. These will be miniatures. These are assistants that you will send to the theater, and this will be some specific vehicles which allow you to travel in this kingdom, in this imaginary kingdom. Each player has a set of 8 cards, the same set from 1 to 8. Secretly, each player chooses a card and places it face down. When everybody has chosen his cards, you reveal the cards. Imagine that, for example, and this is a good example. That means that green will go on this town, on this city. So we place one vehicle here to green. This is green. Purple wants to go at the same place. And then we solve the travel from the 1 to the 8. That means that orange is alone. He recruits this actor. He has a choice to keep it in that. First, he must make the specific ability which is written there. This one, for the 1, means that I take back all my vehicles. And then he collects the actor. Sorry. He has a choice to keep it in hand or to discard it. If he discards it, that moves the humor of the king on this side,
the number of the value.
Side, on the number of space depending on the number of a card. Then here, both are at the same place. Vehicles are moved here. Nobody takes the card, it just discards it, but it moves the humor of the king of 2 spaces on the red side because it's 2 for red. So they have lost their turn, but not really.
Because they wanted that action anyway, possibly.
They have nothing, but in fact, they draw a secret card. And this is a member. All these cards represent members of the court of the king's court. And they all they all gives you a specific way to get coins at the end of the season. So you have secret objectives, in fact, when you are at the same position. Okay. And for example, in this one, blue will go that and take that card, etc. After this first one is done, so he has this card, we put new cards, one on each location. Even if they were still cards. That means that depending on when you are playing, you have locations which are really more interesting than the others. But if everybody wants to go where it's more interesting, you have nothing but you take a secret card, etc., etc. That's how it works. Okay? So I think it doesn't make real sense to explain exactly all the specific abilities, etc. But I think that you have an overview of this thing. And at the end, you score points if you have the good performance.
Okay. You mentioned though you have figures here.
But when you make the action of an actor, of a comedian or a tragedian of value 3, you send an assistant to the theater. And you get immediately a number of coins, which depends on the number of assistants on the theater. Imagine there are still 1, 2, 3 assistants there. If I send one, I score 4 coins immediately. But what is funny is that if the humor of the kings changed from red, for example, to yellow, here you have the background of the theater was red. Right. Now it becomes yellow. You make that, and all the assistants go back to their initial owner. Okay? That's it.
That is a very fancy device here for this.
This one also.
Okay. So resetting the value of the miniatures that you do.
And at the end, to know if your spectacle is correct or not, you add the value of all the red cards and all the yellow cards. You make the difference. If your difference is red, and the kings want something red, it's okay. If not,
all right. And we do this for 2 seasons, and then
yes, exactly.
Season wins.
At the end of the first seasons, you just keep in front of you the street artists and your secret objectives, and all the rest is set up like at the beginning, at the first seasons.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. And the artwork, Jeremy's artwork is...
Jeremy Fleury, yes, I'm really happy with that, and for me it's something which was really unexpected. Right. If I'm working with BoardGameGeek, it's because they have really a nice feeling with artwork. You have seen Abyss, for example, etc.
This is fantastic.
And for me as game designer, it's really important to have something which looks very nice. I like that. But when we designed this game with Christian Martinez, we were thinking of Molière, of something which was connected to the real life, you know, and they imagine that it could be in imaginary world, etc. And all the graphics are so nice that I say, yes, it's wonderful. I will never have expected that, but I'm really happy to have that.
All right. That's a good surprise.
Yes.
Thank you very much for the overview, Bernard.